Hi, this is Richard from CaminoWays.com. How to choose the right Camino de Santiago route. Which one is the best Camino de Santiago route for you? Our travel specialists have compiled a list of useful tips to help you choose the right Camino de Santiago route. It is my first Camino and I'm looking for a social experience. If the social element of the Camino de Santiago experience and meeting fellow pilgrims along the way is important to you, the French way is your best option. The French way, or Camino Frances, is the most popular route, starting in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, so it is also the best Camino for those looking for the special social Camino experience or who have never walked the Camino before. It takes approximately 30 days to walk from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port to Santiago de Compostela, but you can shorten these stretches. According to statistics from the Pilgrims Office in Santiago, over 70% of those receiving Compostela certificates walk the Camino Frances. The second most popular will be the Camino Portuguese, nearly 14%, and the Northern Way, just over 6%. But I do not have much time. You don't have to start your walk in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. You can start at any stage along the way and create an itinerary adapted to the time you have available. At CaminoWays.com, we have divided the French way into 8 sections. For example, the last section from Sarriá to Santiago can be done in 7 days. If you have 2 weeks, you could start further away in Ponferrada, for example, and so on. Sarriá is actually the most popular starting point on the Camino, followed by Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, Leon, Ocebrero, Tui and Porto on the Portuguese way are also among the top starting Camino points. I prefer a quieter route. There are thousands of kilometres on the Camino de Santiago trails across Spain, Portugal and France, so there are many options for those looking for a quieter route. If you're looking to finish in Santiago, you could walk the Via de la Plata from Orense or the English way from Ferrol in 1 week. You will still meet pilgrims along the way, but far less than on the French way. And if you'd like to have the best of both worlds, you could start in Lugo City, walking a couple of days on the original way, before joining the French way halfway to Santiago. This will allow you 2 quiet days and 3 days of socialising as you approach Santiago. I've done the French way before, so what can I do next? If you're already familiar with the classic Camino, the French way, then you've plenty of other routes to explore. Our suggestions would be the Portuguese way, second most popular, or you could walk the Finisterre and Muxia way, starting in Santiago de Compostela and heading over to Atlantic Ocean, or you could try the fantastic Camino routes in France, such as the Le Puy, Camino de l'Arles, or the Vézelay way. Or, if you want to try something completely different, you could walk another heritage trail, the Via Francigena in Italy. I love cycling. You can cycle most parts of the Camino. In general, our Camino cycle packages cover about 50 to 60 kilometres per day, depending on the terrain, double the amount of kilometres one would cover walking. We recommend the Camino for those familiar with cycling and basic bike maintenance. You may also want to read Cycling the Camino, How It Works on our website blog. I'm a very experienced walker and I'd love a challenge. If you feel you'd like to walk more kilometres than those we've allocated in each section, then let the travel team know. However, we do feel we offer a good balance and are challenging enough to give you the chance to unwind in the evenings. The original Camino from Oviedo across the mountains could be a good option for you, as it's one of the most challenging sections. However, it's also quite a quiet route. The Northern Way from San Sebastian to Bilbao might also be a suitable section for you. I'd like to walk a coastal route, but also see Santiago. If you're looking for a summer Camino with coastal tracks, there are a couple of fantastic options. The Portuguese coastal way, starting in Porto, follows the Atlantic coastline to Bayona in the first week, continues along seaside villages and the towns of Rias, Baxias until Pontevedra. You could also choose the Finisterre and Muxia way, the only route starting in Santiago, to discover the fabulous Costa da Morta, with its pristine villages. Or you could start in Ferrol and walk the English way, the first couple of days before you head inland to Santiago de Compostela. Summer is the best way to travel these routes. I'd like to walk the Camino along the coast, but I don't need to finish in Santiago. Then the Northern Way is perfect for you, particularly sections 2 and 3, between the cities of Bilbao and Santander and on further green northern coastline seaside towns of Ribes de Sela. I'm travelling on my own, but I'd like to have a social experience. If you're travelling on your own but are looking to meet people along the way and make friends, we would recommend you choose the French way. You can either book a self-guided tour or join one of our Camino guided tours. Do you have any more Santiago de Compostela questions we can help with? Please let us know. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.